Good evening, students. Welcome to Students Accuracy and Himanshu's class. Today, our topic to be discussed is golden rules in accountancy. This is the basic of accountancy. Like in nursery classes, nursery rhymes are our basics. We first started learning when we started going to school in nursery. We started learning nursery rhymes, Twinkle Twinkle, Jack and Jill, etc., etc. Same thing here also. Now we are in accountancy. We had idea from up to class 10. We had the idea of physics, chemistry, bio, maths, history, political science, geography, to some extent if CBSE. Then in class 9 and 10 we have done economics also, isn't it? Did we have any idea of accountancy? No. So in class 11, this is the first time we are going to learn about accountancy. So let us assume ourselves to be in nursery from the point of accountancy, and hence golden rules would be the nursery rhymes, that base of our education, training in accountancy. Okay, students. Now see, we have two legs. We walk on our two legs. Accountancy also has got two legs. And what are those two legs? Nothing other than debit and credit. Whatever level in accountancy you go, highest in higher studies, this debit and credit आपका पीछा नहीं छोड़ेगा. डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट के ऊपर ही खड़ा है पूरा अकाउंटेंसी. एक हटा लो तो गिर जाएगा. We also, if one leg is malfunctioning, then definitely we will fall down. Same thing will happen in accountancy or to accountancy also. If either debit or credit of them, means either a debit or credit is removed, accountancy will lose its existence, because that accountancy exists only because of this debit and credit. So we must have thorough knowledge in accountancy's debit and credit. And in order to know about debit and credit, golden rules in accountancy will help us. Okay, so therefore, this is the basic. Accountancy is standing on golden rules. Okay, so before we start golden rules, discussing about golden rules, I would definitely request you to please watch this video from the very beginning to the end, otherwise without skipping. Why? Because in between also, maybe just now I am unable to tell something, some important information I forgot, I missed out, so I may give it in between. Okay, so please do not skip this video. Watch this from the very beginning to the end. You will gain something this much, at least I can assure you. Okay, please subscribe also. Subscribe my channel, Himanshu's class, because you can understand very well. Means presenting a video is not a matter of joke. A lot of effort has to be taken. So now I'm talking to you. Now this video will have to be edited, and I am the person who is doing this. I am editing also, and then I am uploading. So at least एक like and subscription तो बनता है दोस्तों. So please don't forget to subscribe, like the channel, and please give your valuable comments. That is also expected and invited. Please write down in the comment section what you want more from me. Okay, definitely I'll go through it, and definitely I'll take care about it. Okay, now the thing is that let us start golden rules in accountancy. Now, before I start, let me tell you one thing, that in English or any other vernacular, we know that there are three persons. Suppose in English there are three persons: first person, second person, third person. Even in Hindi, Pratham Purush, Madhyam Purush, Uttam Purush, if I am not wrong. But in English I am confirmed, first person, second person, third person. Same case here also. In accountancy there are three persons. Suppose the owner starts the business. Generally we confuse ourselves. We make some mistake, misunderstand that owner is the first person. Please here only remember that we make a mistake. No, owner is not the first person. As soon as the owner starts a business, the business gets a separate legal entity, means the organization becomes a separate legal entity. So therefore, owner is one person, business is another person, and rest of the world who are related to the business are the third persons. So who is the first person here? Here, business is the first person, not the owner, which we generally misunderstand. So business, whatever, suppose we are the students of accountancy, we are accountant, so we have to think from the point of view of the business only, not from the point of view of the owner, because we are making the accounts, we are recording the books of the transactions for the business only, not for the owner. So always think from the point of view of the business, not from the point of view of the owner. So this is the first important thing we have to keep in our mind. So let us start golden rules in accountancy. Now, golden rules, while discussing, we have to remember that there are three types of accounts. In golden rules, there are three types of accounts. Number one, personal account. Instead of writing A-double-C-O-U-N-T, you can write A-oblique-C. This may be also small a, small c also. That's up to you. Now see, students, as I was telling you, why I am telling all these basic things? Because you are the first learners in accountancy now. You are in the basic stage. So therefore I am telling you, you may write capital A oblique capital C. You may also write small a oblique small c. So I generally write capital A by capital C. So therefore I have written capital A oblique capital C. Now personal account, then comes a real account, and the third one comes nominal account. Now the question is, sir, ये कौन खेत की मूली है, sir? Don't worry, each one of them I will explain you. Now see, personal account. See, debit and credit, I was telling you, these are the two legs of accountancy. एक पैर अगर टूट गया तो पूरा accountancy गिर जाएगा, जैसा हमारा शरीर. Same thing. So here, before we start, debit and credit, what can we say about them? Sometimes, see, some event, some head is treated as debit in one case, in the other case, the same thing becomes credit. क्या चीज है सर? See, the thing is that total accountancy is based upon your concept and logic. And what are those concepts and logics? Who will tell us? These three accounts will tell us the basic concept and logic in accountancy. ये चीज डेबिट होगा, ये चीज क्रेडिट होगा. Who will tell us? These three. And these three, three of them have got separate rules of debiting and separate rules of crediting. They all individually, they are all uniques. Okay. So now, before we go for understanding debit and credit, what are these? What is personal account? What is real account? What is nominal account? That also you have to understand first. So how to recognize that this thing goes under personal, or this thing goes under real, or this thing goes under nominal? That we have to understand first. So let us understand first what are the things that come under personal account. Names of persons or organizations. Under personal account, the names of any person, like see Ram, Sam, Jadu, Madhu, Tom, Dick, Harry, Ina, Meena, Dika. Okay, these are the separate names. Okay, these individually would come under personal account by name, personal account as an individual, name of a person, but AB and company, AB and brothers, etc., etc. They are the names of the organizations. They also would come under personal accounts. Okay, now under real account, what things will come? All assets or all those things that can be seen, touched, or not or and felt. All those things. Any asset, like the furniture, like the machinery, like the land, all assets. These are our assets. These are our properties. These terms you have already learned in our previous chapters. So I'm not explaining separately about them. Theory part. So all those assets. As an example, just now I told machinery, furniture, land, building, etc., etc. These are the assets. They come under the real account, as well as you can also think from other angle also. All those things that can be seen, we can see the machine, we can see the furniture, we can see the land, we can see the building, etc., etc. All the assets. Similarly, we can touch them and we can feel them also. Those things would come under a real account, like cash, like bank balance. I know I can see how much money I am having in my bank. So these would come under a real account. And then nominal account, all incomes, expenditures, gains and losses, or all those things that cannot be seen or touched. But only can be felt. So can you see, your father is earning salary at the end of the month. He brings the cash or the check, or the amount is directly transferred to his account. Okay, 3 ways. Either he gets the cash at the end of the month, or he gets the check, or his salary is directly transferred to his bank account. All these 3 we can see. The cash also, the check also, and the amount has been transferred, that also we can see. But can you see the salary? Why he got this as salary? So can you see the salary? Can you see the interest, the amount, the cash you can see, the cash you are receiving, you can see. But for what you received, for what you paid, that you cannot see. That can be felt only. In that sense, I know this. That all those things that cannot be seen or touched, but only can be felt. Or in the other way also you can say, all incomes, expenditures, gains and losses are termed under nominal accounts. Okay, students? Now, see, under personal account, the rules. Main thing is now rules of डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट. सर तब से आप डेबिट क्रेडिट बोल रहे थे, अभी तो भूल ही गए आप. नहीं. Now, what personal account will tell us, what real account will tell us for the rules of debit and credit, and what nominal account will tell us, that we are going to learn. Now the rule for personal account. Debit, the receiver. Credit. See, actually this is the short form. D-E-B-I-T, debit. Short form is debit. C-R-E-D-I-T, short form is credit. Okay? So debit, the receiver, credit, the giver. Now my students, again let me take from accountancy to English. Suppose, if I give you a word, suppose play. What parts of speech is this? This is a verb. Because we know that verb is a doing word. Now, can you convert this verb, this play, into a noun? Yes. A good question. Can you? Yes. I know. All of you can do. What is that? Nothing else than player. Player. Play. What? Noun is player. Clear? Do, doer. Write, writer. Like this, many other, not coming in my mind just now. Now, give, giver. Receive, receiver. Noun of give, giver. Noun of receive, receiver. Sir, why noun? Noun are the names. And personal account means names of individuals, names of organizations. That is written here. So, definitely the rule of debit and credit will never forget the names, the nouns. Hence, what the rules are telling, whenever you are asked, whenever in the transaction you find anybody's name, any individual's name or person's name or any organization's name, take it as personal account. And under personal account, it will be debited or credited. In that case, you have to see, is he the receiver or is he the giver? So if he is the receiver, he will be debited, and if he is the giver, then he will be credited, my dear students. Clear? So now don't worry, we'll be doing some examples also. With the help of examples, I will explain you. Here, suppose cash received from Ram. Who received? I received. Who am I? The first person. And first person is? No, I'm not the owner. I means the business. As just before starting this video, I told that always remember we must think as an accountant from the point of view of the business. So Ram, cash received from Ram. I received. The business organization received the cash from Ram. So Ram is receiving or giving? Ram is giving. So Ram is giver. So Ram will be debited or credited? Ram will be credited. Why? Because under personal account, Ram under personal account is giving here, and personal account rule is telling credit the giver. Clear, students? Now, cash paid to Ram. I am paying. Who am I? I am the business. And who is getting this cash? Ram. So Ram is receiving or giving? Ram is receiving. Ram is the receiver. Okay, if Ram is a receiver under personal account, Ram is under personal account, and personal account says debit and credit rules, and here in this transaction Ram is the receiver, and the rule personal account says the receiver would be debited. So debit the receiver. Here cash paid to Ram, Ram is receiving, so Ram will be debited. So see, debit और क्रेडिट का खेल, राम का भी डेबिट हो रहा है, कभी क्रेडिट हो रहा है. क्यों हो रहा है? जब राम रिसीव करेगा, रिसीवर होगा तो डेबिट होगा. राम जब गिवर होगा तब वो क्रेडिट होगा. That's it. It's not very difficult. You have to just simply apply your logic with the help of these rules. That's it. Very simple. Accountancy is the easiest subject. If we keep understanding for every transaction why and how, क्यों हुआ, कैसे हुआ, ये वाला सवाल दोनों जब तक तुम नहीं समझोगे तब तक अकाउंटेंसी नहीं समझोगे. तो इसकी आदत डाल लो. जस्ट मेक इट अ हैबिट ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग and try to get the answer of why and how. If you get this, accountancy is chutki to you all. Okay? So, you have understood about personal account. When it will be debited, when it will be credited, means the person or the organization's name. Now, let's move on to real account. Okay, just hold on. Let me get a glass of water. Then I'm coming back, please. Thank you, students. Now see, the thing is that let us talk about real account. As the real account says, all assets or all those things that can be seen, touched and felt comes under real account. See, previous example, cash received from Ram. Means I am receiving cash. I am getting cash from Ram. So cash and Ram. Ram goes to personal account. That we have already understood. But cash is coming in or going out. Something is coming in or something is going out. So here the rules for debiting and crediting. Something, whatever will happen here, whatever we will be taking, that will be something, some asset, something that can be seen, touched and felt. Okay, so for debit and credit rules, debit, what comes in, and credit, what goes out. See, what comes in, भैया कोई चीज जब अंदर आ रहा है, what comes in, see the language, here the receiver and giver, here what comes in, what goes out. So what comes in means something is meant here, some asset is been meant here, isn't it? So that is why they're telling what comes in, the thing that comes in is debit and the thing that goes out is credit. Language is changed. It was giver, receiver, giver. Here what comes in, what goes out. Am I clear, students? So now cash received from Ram. Cash received from Ram. Ram is giving cash. So Ram is giver, and under personal account Ram comes under personal account. Giver, credit. Ram will be credited. And to me cash is coming out. So as because there will be debit and credit, two legs for every transaction. See, this is the information which I missed out in the beginning. As I was telling you, don't skip the video. See why? Just now I remembered. That's why I'm telling you now. As we are talking about two legs of accountancy, so every transaction there will be two heads. This I should have told earlier that I forgot. Now I am telling you now. Every transaction in accountancy must have two heads. As here, cash received from Ram. This is one transaction taking place. Ram is giving cash. Here two heads will be there. One is Ram. Ram is the giver. And cash. Cash is coming in. Okay, students? So now cash is that thing that is coming in. So what is coming in? Cash is coming in. And what comes in is debit. So every transaction, if there is one is debit, the other one has to be credit. Sir, Ram to credit कर दिए sir आपने पहले ही personal account में, तो naturally cash credit ही होगा, कर दिया नहीं. Just now I was talking about. Always keep in mind, फाकीबाजी से accountancy you will never be able to do, because see in mathematics, what is the difference between mathematics and accountancy? In mathematics एक formula भैया हमने समझ लिया, on the basis of that hundreds of sums we can do. But in accountancy, my dear students, there is no formula. All that matters is the logic and concept in accountancy. And this golden rule is the base of those logics and concepts. With the help of this only, you would be able to understand accountancy. So, cash received from Ram, again let me go back to that. Cash is coming in that case you have to explain the logic. Because in higher studies, if you go for this फाकीबाजी में एक में डेबिट हो गया तो दूसरा सर क्रेडिट ही होगा, वो दूसरा क्या है? That also you have to understand. Sometimes it also becomes difficult if you don't understand the logic. Okay, so therefore I'm not, मैं डरा नहीं रहा हूँ. I'm just telling you that don't do फाकीबाजी in accountancy. हाँ, एक बार मतलब ये आदत पड़ गया ना, ये आदत बहुत बुरी आदत है. Please try to avoid such habits. So what happens? Debit, what comes in? Cash is coming in, so under real account, cash will come under real account, and cash is coming in, so cash will be debited. And Ram is the giver. Ram is giving us, and Ram comes under personal account, and under personal account, credit the giver. So Ram will be credited. Cash is coming in. Real account says debit what comes in, so cash will be debited. Am I clear now, students? Okay. Now, here comes nominal account. Under this nominal account, my dear students, remember, nominal account means, as it is written, it deals with only gains and losses, incomes and expenditures. Okay, or all those things that cannot be seen or touched, that only can be felt. Okay, so suppose let's go for the rule for account debit and credit first. Debit all losses and expenditures. Credit all gains and incomes. Debit all losses and expenses or expenditures, and credit all gains and incomes. Now see, Ram paid cash received from Ram. So here we got one transaction, but salary received, electricity bill paid, telephone bill paid, insurance premium paid, interest, bank interest, received bank interest, received commission. These are the incomes and expenditures, isn't it? So, who will deal with them? Nominal account will deal with them, all those incomes. So, now let's have a transaction. Salary paid to staff. Salary paid to staff, it doesn't matter, because if I am the owner and means I am the business, then I am paying salary to my staff only. Not agram bagram aira from the road we'll catch. Oh bhaiya le mera salary. Nahin, that to definitely we are not going to do. We are going to pay the salary to our staff itself. So salary paid to staff or salary paid, all the same. So now, salary paid. So see here, two heads. Salary paid. When by cash or by check, nothing is mentioned, it is understood that it will be by cash. If it is to be mentioned by check, then only you will say, instead of check, you will say cash, bank. Whenever, suppose if it was salary paid by check. So in that case, it will be by bank, not by check, by bank. Whenever you will see check, use the word bank. Because ultimately the money will go out from the bank only when you are paying by check. Okay. Or when you are receiving the check, ultimately it will come into your bank only. So whenever you see check, use the word bank. Don't write check. Okay. Now, so salary paid. Okay. Salary paid means by cash. Because it's not mentioned by cash or by check, so it is understood by cash. Agar if it is mentioned by cash, so it is cash. If it is mentioned by check, so it will be by bank. Okay, but nothing mentioned means it will be by cash. So salary paid. So now here two heads. One head will be cash, and the other one, as usual, salary, sir. So salary and cash. Now here, salary. Salary here, it's an income or expenditure. If I am paying, means I am the business. I means business. Always remember, as an accountancy, again I'm repeating, as an accountant, I must do the accounts of the business, not the owner. So I means business. I'm not the accountant also, I'm the business. So I am paying salary, means it is an expenditure to me. So salary comes under nominal account, and nominal account says debit all losses and expenses. My salary is my expenditure here, isn't it? Because I'm paying it to my staff. So salary is an expenditure, it's going out. So debit all losses and expenses. So salary will be debited. And cash I'm paying, cash is going out, and it's an asset, it's a thing which can be touched, seen and felt. So cash will come under real account. And a real account says credit what goes out. Credit what goes out. And here, what we can say? Salary is an expenditure. It comes under nominal account, and nominal account says debit all losses and expenses. Salary is an expenditure, so it will be debited. So that's it. That is all about golden rules in accountancy. Now we are going to start some exercises. On the basis of that, you will definitely understand what is what about total golden rules. So wait for the next part. So now students, see, now with the help of the concept which we learnt in golden rules, on the basis of that, let us do a small exercise. Though it is a very small, because see, ocean may have an end, but accountancy doesn't have any end. Means ocean may have an end at the base, but accountancy, the more you go, the more you learn. There's no end of it. Okay, so here, this is a very small, just 6. There are infinite. Okay, and everything, don't be afraid, may be infinite, but personal, real, nominal. Everything will be under personal, real and nominal. Like in science, there are infinite matters, but under main 3 states: solid, liquid and gas. Nothing else. As per my knowledge, I'm not a science teacher, I don't know. Maybe more than that, I heard there are some more, but to me, whatever I know is solid, liquid and gas. So here also in accountancy, there are infinite transactions, but all will be either personal or real or nominal. Okay, students. So let us start. Business started with cash. Now, being an owner, suppose I am the owner and I am starting my business. So business becomes the first person and I become the second person. Now forget about me, the owner. Forget me. Okay. Now remember the business. So to business, this money is received. Business is getting the money. Think from the point of the business now. As I told, business is getting money. So cash is coming. So cash is one. And the capital is, what is capital? This you must have learnt about it in your previous chapters in this accountancy. The terms in accountancy, capital is the initial amount, maybe in cash or in kind, that has been invested to start a business. So capital, who is giving capital? Owner. So the capital giver is the owner. So here a contradiction arises between 2 concepts of accountants. What somebody says capital to be treated as personal account, some says no, let it be nominal, but both of them are correct. Their logics are correct. Why? Because when they call capital as personal account, Malik is paying, the owner is paying, so owner is the capital. So from that point of view, capital is personal. And nominal to the business, the money is received. Why? How? As capital, as an income. To the business, it is an income. Or rather, it would be a liability. It has to be paid back to the Malik, because one person is giving money to the other person. Now it becomes the duty of the other person to repay it back to the person who gave it, isn't it? So it becomes a liability. Now what is liability? Again another term that you have to understand and that you must have understood in your previous chapters, that something which I owe, O-W-E, not O-W-N, something which the business owe to someone, means which has to be paid back. It's a liability. So now in that case, capital is nominal account in that sense. But now presently, to understand this very easily, it's relevant to take capital as personal account. Okay, if it is personal account, very quickly we will be able to understand that capital is the owner and the owner is giving. The owner is the giver, and cash, these are the two heads, one cash and the other is capital. Okay, so what are the two heads? See, heads. One is cash and the other one is capital. So we are analyzing. One is cash and the other one is capital. Now cash is under which account, types of account? Personal or real or nominal? Cash is a thing that can be seen, touched and felt. It's an asset too. So therefore it would come under real account. Okay. Now capital, as I was telling you, Malik, owner, is the giver. Capital is the Malik. Okay. So he is giving, he is the giver as a personal account. So let it be a personal. Okay. Now here cash is coming in. Think from the point of view of the business only. I told you again and again, I'm repeating the same thing. Now later on this will not be repeated because this is the basic chapter we are doing, I'm doing. So therefore I am repeating this. Think from the point of business only, not from the point of others, not even the Malik, not even the owner. Okay, so cash is coming in. So cash comes under real account, and real account says debit what comes in. So here it will be debited or credited? It will be debit. Okay, students. Next comes capital. Capital is the giver. Owner is the giver. As a personal account, it says that credit the giver. The giver is the capital here. Capital is coming in, means owner is paying the money. So owner's name, instead of writing as owner, we will say capital. Okay, capital is the giver. So personal account says credit the giver. Now again you will say, sir, एक तो debit हो ही गया, दूसरा तो credit होगा ही होगा. Again I am telling you, don't go for such shortcuts. In that case, you will be lagging some concept. Lagging, means there will be a gap. So don't go for such shortcuts. Apply your concept and logic in every step. Then only you will be able to do better accountancy. Now, next one is cash deposited into bank. My dear students, the capital came in. I got the money. Who am I? I am the business. I got the cash. Now, a bit of cash, a little part of the cash which I got from the owner as capital, I am taking it and keeping it in the bank because it's too risky to keep the whole total money in my cash box. My cash box means business's cash box. So I'll keep the major part in the bank because rest of the transactions I'll do through banks. I may not. It's up to me later on depending upon the situations. Okay, so major part of the money I'll keep in the bank. So money is given to the bank, money is going out. What are the two heads? One is cash, cash is going out, and bank is the name of an organization. So bank is another head here. So two heads, cash and bank. So see, here it will come as cash and bank. Now here deliberately I have made a mistake that I will tell you. Why I am making this mistake? Intentionally, not exactly the mistake, but I'll tell you. When time will come, I'll tell you. Now see, cash deposited in bank, cash and bank are the two heads here. Now see, cash is going out. Cash comes under real account and bank comes under personal account. Some may also call it as a real account again. Why? Because check is going out. Check is coming in. In that sense also, that is also correct. But here at present, as I told you, person means name of the organization as well as name of an individual. So bank is the name of an organization. So it's coming under personal account. Now cash is given. Cash is going out. Cash under real account. And real account says credit what goes out. So credit what goes out. And personal account, bank is receiving the money. Bank personal account, and under personal account what is said? Debit the receiver. Debit the receiver. Okay students, same thing. Very simple. Cash deposited in bank. Cash and bank are the two heads. Cash is going out. So cash real account, and under real account it is said credit what goes out. Cash is going out, real account, credit. And bank is receiving my money. So bank is the receiver under personal account. It is said debit the receiver. So bank is being debited. Now, as I was telling you, deliberately, intentionally I made a mistake. Now let me tell about that. Now see, try to remember, always try to keep debit first, then credit. Means this should have gone top and this should have come down. This should have gone top, this should have come down. Remember this deliberately in order to show you. Okay, try. Why I said it may not be called as a mistake here. According to this level, under this chart, this is not a mistake. But in future, try to keep in mind, always try to talk about the debit first and then the credit. Okay, because the next chapter onwards, you will have to follow this rule. First debit, then credit. I am not mentioning that. When I'll explain, again I'll take this context, again I'll remind you about this. Okay, so now next one is goods purchased by check. Now see, the money is in the bank. Now I would try to pay through check. I won't keep the money in my cash box in my business. So, goods purchased. Now see, sir, the moment you will see this, you will say, sir, what are the two heads? One goods and one check. You said instead of check, it will be bank. So, one is goods and other one is bank. No. Again, another concept. Whenever you see there is no goods account in accountancy, there is nothing called goods account in accountancy. So that is why I told you, my dear students, in mathematics, in science and physics, in chemistry, there are formulae. With the help of that, with the help of one formula, you can do many sums. But here, every step in accountancy has got some logic. You have to apply your logic and concept, step after step. See, there is nothing called goods account in accountancy. But whenever you will see, sir, goods are purchased, goods are sold. Yes, whenever goods, what do we mean by goods? Goods are those things which are purchased to sell. It may be, suppose I am a shopkeeper, I am doing a trading business. So I purchase, suppose I am a stationery shopkeeper. So in that case, I purchase the stationery as goods. Why? Because the thing which I purchased in order to sell will not be called as stationery. It will be definitely called as goods. So those goods, if purchased, the head will be purchase. If it is sold, it will be sales. Am I clear, students? So there is no goods account in accountancy. Whenever you see goods, either it will be purchased or it will be sold. Because goods are purchased for selling only. So it will be purchased or sold. So goods purchased, so purchase. Goods sold, so sales. Clear? Purchases, not purchase. Don't keep it in singular, make it plural. Why, my students? Because if you are writing sale, you're not writing sale, you will write sells. If it is sells, then it will be purchases also. So, goods purchased by check. What are the two heads? Not goods, then purchase. Purchases and bank. Why? Bank, because we have paid by check, and I told you whenever you see check, don't use cash, use cash, bank. Okay, so goods are purchased, so there is no goods, so therefore it is purchased, so it will be purchases and then bank. Now purchases, when we purchase, money comes in or goes out? Of course, pocket pura khali ho jata hai, isn't it? So when we purchase, we spend. It's an expenditure, it's an expense. So it comes under nominal account. Nominal account deals with all incomes and expenses, gains and losses. Okay, so it's an expenditure, so nominal account. And bank, name of an organization, so personal account. Personal account. Okay, student. So now purchases, nominal account, expenditure. And under nominal account, what the nominal account says? Debit all losses and expenses. Debit all losses and expenses. It is an expense, so it will be debited. And bank is the receiver here. I'm sorry, from my bank the money is going out. Suppose I am purchasing goods from somebody. So I am ordering. What is a check? Check is nothing but an order by the account holder to the bank to pay the money to the person who is bringing the check in front of the bank. Okay, I have given the check to the bank, to the person. The person will definitely take the check to the bank. And I have ordered my bank with the help of that, through that check, I have ordered my bank that pay this money to the person who is bringing this check to the bank. It's an order I have given to the bank. So that means my money will be going out from the bank. My bank is the giver here. So bank is the giver, credit. Personal account says credit the giver. Okay. Now furniture purchased. Sir, again here, by cash, by check is not mentioned. So it will be cash. Okay, one head is cash. Clear. Now sir, as you said, purchase to purchases. Correct. देखो यहां पर परचेज नहीं होगा. तेरे की सर, अभी तो आप बोले सर that purchases will be there. Yes, but what was purchased here? Goods. What are goods? Those things which are purchased to sell. But here what is purchased? Furniture. It is an asset. I have not purchased this furniture for selling it back. I have purchased it for my use in my business. That is why whatever I have purchased, its specific name has been mentioned. So in that case, it will not be purchased. In case of goods only, purchase or sales. But in case of the specific things names mentioned, then you will not write purchase or sales. It will be the specific name. It will be by that name only, whatever is being purchased or sold. So, furniture purchased. So, the head will be, one head will be furniture. And the other one, sir, by check or by cash, nothing mentioned. So, it definitely will be cash. So, see. Here what happens? What happens? Furniture comes in. When I am purchasing the furniture comes in. As because furniture is coming in, the equivalent value of the furniture is going out through cash. So that means furniture is coming in and cash is going out. Both comes under real account. Both the things can be seen, touched and felt. Both are assets. So both are real. Okay, under real account, whatever comes in is debit. Furniture comes in, furniture debit. Cash goes out, credit. Whatever goes out is credit. Clear, students? Next comes rent paid. So, by cash or check? Nothing mentioned. So, understood. Yes. What? Correct. Cash. Very good. So, it will be cash. So, one head will be cash. The other one, rent. Correct. There is nothing paid. There is nothing called as paid account. Received account. There is nothing called. Main head is rent and cash is paid. So, one head will be rent, other one will be cash. Correct? Now, see, rent. Rent, one head. And the other one is cash. Now, rent. What is rent? Under what category it comes? Under what type of account it comes? Nominal account. Why, sir? Because if rent is paid means it is an expenditure to me, isn't it? And nominal account says it deals with only incomes, expenditures, gains and losses. So rent is an expense, so it will be under nominal account. And cash is going out, it comes under real account. Okay, now under nominal account, rent is an expenditure, and under nominal account the rule says debit all losses and expenses, so it will be debit. And cash is going out, real account says credit what goes out, so credit what goes out, cash is going out, therefore cash will be credited. Clear, students? Next comes interest received. Now I am business, I am receiving interest. It's an income to me. So head will be interest. And what I am getting? Cash. By cash or check it is not mentioned. It is by cash, that means. So cash is coming in under real account. And debit what comes in? And interest is an income to me. So interest. And it is an income to me, so it comes under nominal account. And income, nominal account says credit all gains and incomes, so it will be credit. So with the help of these examples and this chart, I hope I could make it clear to you all. Still, if there is any problem you are facing, please don't forget, feel free to write down in the comment section and ask me. Definitely I'll reply. Okay, my dear students, then if you have liked it, please press the like button, bell icon, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. And for the time being, till the next topic, tata, bye.